Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing the LEGO Star Wars set number 75347 TIE Bomber. And so to start things off, we will be taking a look at the packaging itself. It is a bit large, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done quick so we can get on to the unboxing. So here up front we do get a nice look at the set itself. Very nice. Up here at this top corner we have the, I guess that's the logo. I guess that's the 40th anniversary of the Return of the Jedi. Pretty neat. And then the background, it's alright. It's just like space and like moon canyons and stuff. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Up here we do have the LEGO logo and the Star Wars logo. And up here, of course, we do get the recommended age, the number, the name, and the number of pieces used to build the set. Down here at this bottom corner, right here, we do get some sort of like artwork here for the Darth Vader minifigure. Looking a-okay. And down here at this corner, we do get a look at the included minifigures. So here we do get, we have, three minifigures, including Darth Vader himself, and this little, a droid. Neat. Up here on this side, we do get a look at it. Here's a look at the box from the top side. And we also even got the little, minifigure, 1-to-1 scale thing with our minifigure here up at the top corner. Here is a look at the set from this side. Here is a look at the set from the bottom. And here is a look at the set from this side. And turning around one more time, here we get a look at the set from the back. And back here, we do get an alternate angle of the set itself, as well as our minifigures and stuff. And just scattered around populating the area. The background's looking really nice, and even some illustrations for the game, for showing some of the play features. And over here on this side, we do get two of our punch holes, or punch tabs, or finger punch tabs, and which does recommend you to just break the box open with your fingers. Pretty fun. And it is pretty fun and I will admit it is pretty fun to tear the box open like that. But I will of course be using a Lego brick separator to stab it in and push it side to side to get the box open more neatly, in a more neat fashion. So with that, we got the box opened up, and now let's dump out the contents. There we have that. Setting the box aside, and now we can take a look at the contents inside. Very neat. So, in here we do get our instructions. pretty neat. It's on the thicker side. There's a little bit of warping here for a few of the last pages, but aside from that, it's looking pretty good. Here's the back. Let's open this up. A little hippo with wings. And as we flip open the back, we do get a nice look at one of the pages with the parts lists. Very neat. Here's more of the parts lists. Very, very nice. And turning the page once again, we do get some advertisements for various other sets. Very nice, very nice. Very neat. And yeah, and I believe that is it for the instructions. Rather thick. So yeah, like rather thick, which will probably indicate just the sheer amount of parts in here. And so getting into that, we do have 4 bags of parts here. Yeah, very, very nice. Very nice. It only makes sense. Yeah, it only makes sense to start with the first bag. So let's go ahead and get this started. Boom. Boom. Alright, so starting off with the first bag. Here we have the set does, because this is one of the more larger, like Lego sets, it does include its own separate brick separator. Very nice. We have this little like box thing right here, which you can open to reveal a cape. Now this is nice. It has a nice like fabric-y texture to it. Very, very nice. This will obviously become Darth Vader's cape. Obviously is Darth Vader's cape. We can set that off to the side. Yeah, looking very good. We have pieces and stuff for the minifigures. We have a couple of blue parts. We have some red parts. Ooh, these parts in red. That's nice. We got some tan pieces. And obviously we do have a good bit of gray. A nice amount of gray. Both light gray and the darker gray. Yeah, like in terms of the bag itself, aside from the minifigures parts, not really a whole lot going on here that I haven't seen already. Like these parts, yeah, these are very interesting to me. Very nice to get. Aside from that, these are pretty much just like basic parts. Not really much going on there. The smaller bags. So let's go ahead and open this one first. So in here, in the first included bag, we do get the headpiece for one of the minifigures. We do get a couple of Technic pieces. We do have a nice amount of these kind of brackets. A nice amount of those kind of brackets. That's nice. A lightsaber bar piece. Okay. Got a few of these pieces with the lip thing. Nice. So, and the rest is just one by twos in this like dark tan color. and 1x4s in dark gray. Yeah, very nice. Not a whole lot going on. It's nice to get a bunch of these, though. That's cool. Next little baggie. Opening this up. Again, not a whole lot going on here, though there is more interesting stuff in here. We do get, well, first of all, we do get, like, an interesting hairpiece. That's nice. We do have a square 1x1 tiles with a special printing on them. Kind of reminds me of, like, the D-pad for, like, a PlayStation controller. We do get some of these. I do like how this is like a relatively new part that's like showing up in so many sets. And yeah, like this is a really nice and useful piece. I like it. Always nice to get more of those. You get like a little pistol. We got some small Technic. And like of course we do get stuff like Darth Vader's like chin guard thing, and obviously lightsaber hilts. Aside from that, like not a whole lot going on. Some parts in orange, very neat, and that's pretty much it for the first bag. Not a whole lot going on. Second bag. Get that moved. So second bag. Get that open. Boom. So, only one bag of smaller parts in here. We do get some round discs. We do got some... Ooh, some of these in light gray. That's nice. Got some of these. We got some of these. That's interesting. That's cool. I haven't seen... These parts are cool. Nice rounded texturings. Very neat. Some more tan. Got some... This... Ooh, standard like 2x4 brick. Yeah, like a lot of... We do get a nice amount of gray brackets and stuff in here, and some clip pieces. But yeah, like, more so just more like standard stuff, more basic stuff. Next bag. Getting this open. In here we do get a lot of small things. We do get these pieces. That's nice. Those are nice to get. We do get more of these. These are nice to get. Got like some really tiny Technic stuff. We got some ingot pieces in both light gray and a darker gray. We got some of these like triangular like vent pieces. We got like, ooh, these are also like relatively newer parts. That's nice to get more of. Here's another one of those. We got a pair of these roller skate pieces in light gray. I like more of these. And also a nice amount of these sort of tiles. Very nice. It's a pretty cool piece. Very neat. Yeah, very cool. Again, not a whole lot going on here. Ooh, more of these. That's nice. That's nice to get. Oh, but yeah, like, not anything, like, necessarily, like, outstanding. But still, like, all nice to get. Still very nice. Moving on to bag number 3. Pouring this out. Let's go ahead and try to get more of this moved out of the way. So, two smaller bags in here. do got some larger, you got some large like base plate pieces, some like long base plate pieces. Got another one of these rounded base plate pieces. One of these dish pieces with some printing on it. That's nice. One of these kind of dish pieces and done up in the translucent. Was it the translucent black? Translucent black or whatever. And it has this nice printing on it. Very neat. We got two of these. This is sort of like a base plate thing. Only has like extra like Technic pinholes on the bottom. That's interesting, I guess. That's interesting. Those are interesting to get. 2x4 brick and red. Minifigure parts. Very neat. Very neat. Ooh, we got a couple more of these pieces. Very neat. Yeah, or more like a few more. Got some of these. That's nice. Oh, we got this piece right here, which is like that crate. I guess it's like a box sort of piece. And it has some like nice printing on it. That's neat. That's neat. I believe this is one of those I can just and if you want like a lid for this, you can just grab like any like 2x2 like base plate or tile on it and just like attach it on top. Very nice. Very nice. And the rest of this is lots of simple stuff like tiles and stuff. Very nice. Very cool. Very neat. Here's another smaller bag in here. Now here we do get a lot of these light gray pieces with the lip. Do got a ton of those. A couple of brackets. One of these ingot things. And also a good amount of like these black hinge pieces. But yeah, you get a nice amount of those parts in there. Removing that so we can dump this out. Ooh, here we got some more smaller things. Got like a little like pistol thing. Cool. We got some printed pieces. Some more printed pieces. In terms of these. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, we also got other things. We got like very nice, very nice. And the rest of this is like not all that like doesn't stand out all that much. We got like more hinges and brackets and stuff. That's cool. And then moving on to our final bag. Boom. Whoosh. Moving on to our final bag, we're going to move it along this side a little bit. We do have two bags separately packaged. We do get a lot of like long base plate sort of pieces and we've got some long like plates. We got some long plates. Some long plates. Very, very cool. We also got some of these like tiles with clips on the sides. Nice. Some 3x3s in black. We also got some of these triangular plates. Light gray. We got one of these sort of like neat little pieces in light gray. Well, again, not a whole lot going on here. We do get some of these pieces. So that's nice. That's nice. And like a nice amount of like these inverted curved pieces with the studs in black. So that's nice. That's neat. Now let's move on to our our final little baggies. Moving on to this one. Copy this out. So in here we do get more small stuff. We do get more than a few of these jumper plates. Like gray, we do get a couple of these rounded tile pieces in clear yellow. We do get a few of these boat pieces in the clear. We do get a nice amount of these flick fire missiles. Cool. And yeah, like, we got some dark gray cheese wedges. We got a couple brackets. We got like a steering bar. We got like a steering bar a piece. We got a few of these dark gray ingots. A couple of snot bricks. Very neat. And for our final little baggie, in here we have a little bit of extra pop of color. That's nice. You got some of these clip pieces. Got some clip pieces in light gray. Got a couple of curved pieces in dark gray. Got a nice amount of these triangular tiles in black. We got a good amount of those. That's nice. We also got a bunch of cones and cylinder pieces in yellow. That's nice to get. So we got some cones and some more cylinder pieces. Very nice. Got a bunch of those in yellow. We also got a few of these rounded tile pieces in translucent green. We also got a clip piece in black. This minifigure like slot thing and slot like seat rest thing in black. And last but not least, we do get a bunch of tiles in black. We got a bunch of 1x2 tiles in black and a bunch of 1x3 tiles in black. So that's nice. Pretty neat. Yeah, and with that, I have opened and seen all of the parts in this set. So my overall thoughts on the parts and stuff in this set. To be honest, for the size of the set, not a whole lot of parts really grabbed my attention. Not a whole lot of parts really grabbed my attention. There was a few parts that were eye-catching, like these pieces in red. I found more than a few of like these pieces, which were neat to get. And of course, we got like some pieces in here. Like, there's some things that did caught my attention. But for the most part, it's just like a bunch of like basic like pieces in like basic colors. It's a nice way to get a bunch of like it's a nice way to I believe it's a nice way to get a bunch of like gray pieces. It's a nice way to get a bunch of gray pieces, I think. And yeah, we do get a little bit of beige in here, but not a whole lot. Got a tiny bit of color in here. We got a few pieces of blue, a few pieces of red, a few pieces of orange. And yeah, like, we do get an extra little pop of color in the parts, but like, for the most part, it's just the gray parts. But we do get like a few like neat prints in here, and that's alright too. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Of course, it is one of those like Star Wars like starship sort of sets. So yeah, I do expect a lot of gray in a set like this. That's to be expected. And yeah, like I do, but like for a parts pack, but like for the parts it provides, it's not too bad. We do get a lot of like nice like smaller like detail pieces in here. That's cool too. Yeah, like really cool. Yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Overall, do enjoy it. And with that, I think that'll be it for this unboxing. If you enjoyed the video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.